Daddy Mobo, but my friends call me Mobo just to cut the name short and to make it not hard for people who can't pronounce it. Yeah, I'm a single girl of a very tender age. Okay, let's say I'm 21 years old. I'm not the only child of my parents. Let's keep family aside since I'm about to talk about myself. It will be a fair enough if the whole world hears about me and what my life was like up to this moment. Yeah, I started a pre-degree after my secondary school education, and that was because I didn't make it through a normal secondary school education. Hey, don't say I'm dumb. Of course not. I am not dumb. That exam success mostly was by luck, and my mother was bent on making sure I went to school. Left alone from my father, I could have stopped and be placed up for marriage. My mother said education was important and could help serve as a shade when I get married to a never-do-well man. I read meaning into that, but girls, I slacked at some point in my life. I was a kind of strict lady when it comes to guys. Oh, don't get me wrong, I'm not a lesbian and I do associate with them, the guys. But just that I don't find it fun and nice to date them or be in a relationship with them. I see them as liars looking for whom to hinder good rules coming to them. I won't blame you if you say I'm not okay. Yeah, how do you expect me to wipe so much of the thought I grew up with? Is that possible? Okay, I know what you're thinking. Yeah, keep it to yourself. Soon, I became friendly enough with one of the guys over there that they always told me things about their relationship and sex life. Trust me, I won't say a word if you ask me not to. Yeah, I could still remember that they warned me about some guys that asked me out, but not this particular guy. This guy was different to me. He appeared so nice, and yes, I did fall for that shit. He was dark-skinned and quite tall. His perfume smelled like flowers. Gradually, we went on a date, and so later, I fell in love with him and soon started going to visit him. Trust me, this guy swept off my feet. His name is James. Sorry, I forgot to tell you. After some months, I invited James over to my parents' house for dinner. At first, I was scared too, but my parents seemed to like him. Wow, I was so relieved. After a year, James went for his NYSC and was posted at Benin. I was worried, though, but he reassured me that he would be back for me. Soon, James left for Benin and we texted on the phone all day. Yeah. After a year and some months, James came back home and I was excited, so I rushed to see him. He was so happy too. After some months, James got a job next to my school premises. I was in my final year and my exams were fast approaching. I read hard, trust me, and avoided much friends as possible because this meant a lot to me. In a few days, the exams kicked off and I did my possible best. Of course, James encouraged me all through. On the day of my exams, my last exam to be precise, which is my sign-out day, I put on my white t-shirt and baggy jeans and went to school. After the exams, people came around to sign on my t-shirt. It was so lovely and memorable, and those of my classmates too. Just as I took a right to turn, I saw James walking towards me with flowers and a morning cake. Wow! Trust me, James was really a blessing. But guess what? He proposed. Yeah, he did. And I said yes to the man of my dreams. After some months, I got married to James and we lived happily ever after with beautiful kids, a boy and a girl. Is God not wonderful? Tell me, is he not? Regardless, I eventually had what I wanted and was happy with my dream.